I didn't feel like doing shit today, but I'm here, so let's talk about it. Do you ever find yourself just completely unmotivated? You know that there's things you want to pursue and things that you want to do, but there's just something in your way, some invisible force that just says, it's too hard, or I'm scared of it, or I don't think I'm good enough. Well, welcome to the club. This is something I struggle with every day. So I recently just sold my business. I ran a HVAC business that was successful and it was making money. Now, what happened though is I did get a little burnout, and I wanted to pursue other things like my passions, like content creation and writing music and starting my studio. And I had all these big dreams of doing it as fast as possible. And I thought, I'll have all the motivation in the world to do this because I'm freed up to do it. Day one, I think I did nothing. You know, I invested money into gear. I hired a friend to help me criticize my work. To say the least, I spent a bunch of money on this camera particularly, and it's just been sitting in my studio. But I'm breaking out of that shell starting today. So I recently started reading the book called The War of Art. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend reading it. It's been a game changer for me. You start realizing that there's certain things in your life and these excuses that we make to not follow the dreams that we love. And the one thing that I absolutely took from it that really hit hard for me was the things that you love are always going to have a little more resistance behind it, right? It's going to be harder to pursue, and resistance is going to try to stop you. And you're asking yourself, well, what is resistance? Well, resistance is a multitude of things. So look at it like a monster, right? This monster trying to stop you from being creative and chasing your dream. And we're all guilty of it. You're like, I'll start that tomorrow, or I'll start that the next day, or yeah, today's not the best day, I'm not feeling the best. We give ourselves excuses all the time, where in reality, all we need to do is show up. So I took this to heart. The day I read the book, I immediately started putting it into practice, and I can already tell the difference. Enough for me to want to stay here and tell you about it. Don't waste your time. Don't start tomorrow, start today. If you're writing a book, if you're writing a song, if you're learning how to mix, if you're just starting to get into content creation, you don't have to have the best gear in the world. Just start somewhere. I didn't feel like doing this video today, but I set up the camera gear and here we are. So I urge you, go make the damn content. Do it now. Look, at the end of the day, if you start to question yourself on why you're not doing something, and you start having these doubts or these fears or these insecurities, I want you to stop and I want you to pay attention to that, and I want you to say, this is resistance. And the first step of overcoming that resistance is just doing. Be a pro and show up. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Don't commit to a whole day. Don't say I'm gonna write all day, or I'm gonna mix a song all day. Just say I'm gonna commit to 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's it. What you'll find is in that 5 to 10 minutes is that you'll end up going over that significantly and keep going. And if you don't, that's okay. Stop, 5, 10 minutes, move on to the next thing. The other thing I see people doing, and I'm guilty of it as well, is try to make this elaborate schedule. And I'm like, in the morning, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna go take a shower at 9 p.m. I'm gonna do this Bible study at this time, and then I'm gonna, do this workout, and then I'm gonna do this mix, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do that. You know what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. It didn't do anything. All it was resistance. The procrastination was resistance. I was working on setting up the schedule instead of doing the work. So leave that and just do the work. Simple things, small lists. I don't care. Make a small list of things to do, but don't make this extravagant schedule that you're gonna not follow. Just keep it simple. Show up for 5 to 10 minutes and do some work. Now I'm sure you're asking, who's this guy preaching at me? Well, yeah, I would probably be asking the same thing too, since I'm nobody. I wanna share with you what I've been going through. And I feel like a lot of artists go through this, and it doesn't matter what you're in, but we all deal with this every day. If you got a dream and you start pursuing that dream and you get a lot of pushback on it, it's not something that you need to stop doing. It means you need to push harder. That's really what it is. Push harder to get where you want to go. Especially if you love something. If you love something, it's going to be really, really hard to get sometimes. There's going to be a lot of pushback, a lot of resistance. We are our own worst enemy, and we need to overcome that. And I'm going to harp on this one more time, but again, what we need to do is just show up every day. What I'm gonna suggest to you is I highly recommend this book. Look, I got it on my Kindle for like 10 bucks. Get on, read the book, and stop making excuses and go get it. I just wanted to share this with you so that hopefully it can help somebody else. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the comments. Peace.